Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Quickly before I get into today's video, I just want to warn you guys that this one is a long one. I have a ton of cleaning, organizing, decluttering motivation in this video for you. So if you are in need of that today, this is definitely your video to watch. I have a ton of it in this video. I also want to mention really quickly that today's video is in collaboration with a new YouTube friend of mine, Natasha from My Style My Home, and I would absolutely love it if you guys would go and check her out. She is a mom of 4. She's also a special needs mom. She does a ton of different kind of videos on her channel. She does cleaning videos, cleaning motivation. She also does vlogs, day in the life, all those sort of videos, and I just absolutely love her content. So I really think that if you guys enjoy my content, you will enjoy hers as well. And really quickly, if you are coming over from Natasha's channel, I would absolutely love it if you would hit that subscribe button and join our little growing family here on YouTube as well. I do lots of cleaning motivation, and I also do some law of attraction videos and what I eat in a day, that sort of thing. And I'm going to be trying to get into more cooking videos as well. I've had some requests for that too. So there's tons of different videos here on this channel, and I would love to have you subscribe. But without further ado, let's just get right on into today's video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are in the basement, and we are going to be doing a huge declutter, organization, ultimate clean with me. It's gonna be crazy. We have a ton of work to do down here. So as you guys may or may not know, I did put up a video last week letting you guys know that I am expecting baby number 2. I am currently, at the time of filming this, I'm 11 weeks. By the time you guys see this, I will be 12 weeks, possibly 13 weeks. And we did the early gender DNA test, and it said that we are having another boy. So what I have been doing is I have been going through all of Holden's stuff, because I kept everything from the past 3 years because we knew we wanted to have another baby. So I kept everything, and now I am trying to go through everything and seeing what I actually want to reuse and what I don't want to reuse. So like there's some clothes I didn't think were as cute, so I thought I'd get rid of them, that sort of thing. And yeah, so I'm in the process of doing that. I started it a couple of weeks ago and I didn't film it, but I have so much, so I'm going to film that for you guys. So we're going to be decluttering that using the KONMARI method. So anything that doesn't like make me happy, bring me joy, anything I don't think is super cute, I'm just going to be getting rid of. Holden's going to be in the back with me. Where is he? Can you see him there? He's going to be playing. I'm going to show you guys an overall view of what this room looks like right now, because like I said, I started this a couple weeks ago and I didn't finish it. I lost steam. So yeah, so like I said, I started this a while ago. I lost steam. We got to finish it. We also got to go through the toys. Basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put everything that we want to reuse into the spare bedroom down here, just so I can kind of separate it out. But first of all, I need to go in there and tidy up too. So I'm just going to give you an overview of what the room looks like right now. Okay, so this is the entrance to my basement. So Holden has been playing down here, so that doesn't help. He has managed to take out all of these toys out of this little shelving unit, which actually is okay, because I'm going to go through, this shelving unit is going to end up going in the nursery. So I need to go through all these toys and find like the baby toys and put all those in there. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then all through here, this is all baby stuff. This is all baby stuff. In this room is where I have been storing everything, and it was packed in here. Like you couldn't even move in here at this point. So I still have quite a bit to go through, as you can see. So we have to go through all of that.
It's a baby toy.
Yes, it's a baby toy.
It's a baby.
So all of this is clothes, and oh my goodness, you guys. This is just crazy. All of these toys we got to clean up. This is nuts. Like, look at this all. So this is what we're starting out with. I also want to rearrange the basement a bit, because we will have to be bringing our desks down here, because our office upstairs is going to be Holden's room. We're going to be turning the office into Holden's room, and we're going to be turning Holden's room into the new baby's room. So that is the plan. So we have to rearrange things, make room for our office space down here. I think we're going to bring this shelf back upstairs into the living room. And then so one desk can go in here and then one desk can go out there. But I also need to do a quick tidy in here. I need to just basically make the bed. Sometimes I sleep down here because my boyfriend snores a lot. So sometimes I end up sleeping down here if I can't sleep. So that's why the bed is unmade. So we're gonna make that, and then we're gonna start bringing everything that we know that we're keeping for the baby into this room. Okay, so like I had said to you guys, I had started going through all of this stuff a few days ago. So I had a bunch of stuff that I had already sorted through. So I just wanted to take that stuff right off the bat into the spare room so that I could get it out of my way. And then we're going to head into that little area there under the stairs, and we're going to start pulling stuff out and going through everything. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do the KONMARI method, where I am trying to touch every item. I mean, there's some items that I just know that I need, right? Like bottles and like whatever stuff like that. There's items that I know that I need that I don't need to do this for, but for mostly for clothes and toys, I just want to really go through and be like, do I really like this item? We were really lucky because Holden has two older cousins that are boys, and actually 3 older cousins that are boys, because we have like a second cousin as well. And so we got a ton of hand-me-downs for him. So we have so many clothes, and lots of them he didn't even end up wearing just because we had so much. So I was very lucky in that regard. So I do have the option to be a little bit pickier about what clothes we actually keep, just because there's so much. So I want to go through and really make sure that I really like everything that we're keeping for the new baby.
Time it is. The thing is, I don't really care, 'cause I got no place to be other than right here. You look so good wrapped in those sheets. You sound so nice, mumble while you sleep. Feeling low, hard to breathe, but this I know, I won't leave. Waking up in a bed with my head on a chest that I don't even know, but I guess it makes sense, 'cause I know we both lied everything that happened last night. So just come back to bed. I wanna hold you. Come back to bed. Oh, just come back to bed. You look so good wrapped in those sheets. You sound so nice, mumble while you sleep. Waking up in a bed with my head on a chest that I don't even know, but I guess it makes sense, 'cause I know we both lied everything that happened last night. So just come back to bed. I wanna hold you. Come back to bed. Oh, just come back to bed. Oh, just come back to bed.
And I know I shouldn't care. I really tried my best, but I can't make you happy. And I can't stop time for you. I don't know why we couldn't work this out, because 'cause you know I tried the best I could. I don't know how or what I could have done better. Baby, I really tried.
All right, guys, how are you making out? Are you still with me? I told you we have a ton of decluttering motivation for you guys today, and we haven't even gotten to the toys yet. You guys saw that before. It's insane down here, and I kind of was at the point, like after I finished this, I kind of was at the point where I was like, I don't even know what to do next. Like, it was such a mess because when I was down here before sorting through these clothes previously, Holden was down here playing with me and he just was in the mood to just make a huge mess. So he was just throwing toys on the floor and I was just trying to focus on what I was doing, but it just got out of hand really, really quickly. So I kind of was just standing, you guys will see me in a while here, but I was just kind of standing there going, what am I even supposed to do next? I don't even know what to do. Have you guys ever had that happen to you where you're just so overwhelmed with the mess? I don't typically let my house get this bad, but when you're never, especially in the basement, we're hardly ever in the basement anymore since my daycare closed. I used to have my daycare in the basement, so we were always down here, but since then we're pretty much upstairs most of the time, so we're hardly ever in here, so it's so easy to let a big mess like this just go unnoticed.
Buddy was never gonna be around for me, around for me. I'm running out of energy, I realize you'll never be the one for me. I can't stop time for you. Won't you get out my way, get out my way. I don't need this right now. I don't need this right now. Won't you get out my way, get out my way. I don't need this right now, right now, right now. Okay. Right, so 1, 2, 3. I can't stop time for you. I can't stop time for you.
Okay, you guys, so I was able to get this little room here all cleared out. Holden wants me to draw pictures with him, so I'm gonna go do that in a minute. But this room is empty with the exception of that. She's empty. So I went through everything and just put it all in this spare bedroom, and it all spread out like this. It definitely looks like a lot. So this is all the stuff that we're keeping. I mean, this is, you have to keep in mind, this is 3 years worth of clothes, as well as like every baby essential possible, as well as a bunch of diapers, everything. So that's where we're at. So that stuff is all sorted through. I was able to get 3 boxes of stuff to donate that I decided I no longer wanted. So that is those 3 boxes there. And now Holden has lost his patience, so I'm gonna have to get to the rest of this later, maybe after he goes to bed or possibly tomorrow, because I need to go and spend some time with him now. So that's the plan. All right, so this was the next day, and what I'm doing here is I'm just going through and I'm putting all the baby toys back into this bin. So anything that's going to be for the new baby that he'll use, stuff that Holden doesn't really play with anymore. There's lots of teething rings and stuff like that. So, I mean, obviously Holden doesn't play with that stuff anymore. So I'm putting everything into there and kind of separating that out because this is going to go into the nursery, just to kind of separate it out a bit. And yeah, so that was my first step because like I said earlier, I didn't know what to do. So I thought, okay, if I can remove some of these toys, remove the shelving unit from here, it's going to make that just a little bit easier for me, and then I have less to deal with. So now I'm going through all of the stuffed animals. So this whole bin here is all just stuffed animals. And I think we all know as parents, I mean, maybe moms of girls are different, but I know with boys, they do not play with stuffed animals. At least the boys that I know don't. The ones that I had for my daycare don't. And Holden definitely doesn't. Like, they don't care. What Holden likes to do is he likes to crawl into this bin that I'm cleaning out right now and just throw them everywhere. That's how he plays with them. So we have this huge bin full. We don't need that many. So I wanted to go through and just pick out ones that he really doesn't touch or ones that I don't think are that cute and just get rid of those ones. So I've got this box here and I'm going to fill that up with stuffies. And then I'm going to just sort through them and kind of divide them, some for the new baby, some for Holden. And then that way, at least I have a little bit less. It still seems like I had a lot, and I probably will need to do this again in the future as well, because I just also, one thing was that I kept a lot of my stuffed animals from when I was a kid, because I loved stuffed animals as a kid. So a lot of these are actually mine from when I was small, so it's really hard to purge those ones because I've kept hold onto them for so long, being like all nostalgic, thinking, oh, my kids are gonna play with the same toys that I had. No, he doesn't care about them at all. So I need to try to get over my nostalgia, but it's really hard.
I think I have to let you go. Should be easy, but it's not. Cause the problem is I love you. What to do? I count to 3 when you're next to me. I love you. What to do now? Do now. Only problem is I love you. What to do? You got me bound. Make my world spin round. I love you. What to do now? I want you.
You're stuck inside my head. Oh, I can't stop thinking about us.
So one of my biggest goals was to get Holden's train sets set up down here, because he has these 2 massive train sets, which he loves, but they're so big they don't really fit anywhere upstairs. And I kind of just have them in storage all the time, and we bring them out every once in a while and set them up in the living room. I'm sure you guys have seen that in my videos before, but I can only keep them up for a few days because they're so big. They just take over the whole living room and they can't just stay out there. So now that I don't have the daycare, I wanted to take advantage of the basement and keep these trains set up all the time so he can play with them whenever he wants. These were toys that I didn't allow the daycare kids to play with because I had like separate toys that were just for Holden. You know, just so that he had something of his own, because he's always sharing all his toys with all the daycare kids. So now that we don't have that, I thought it's a great time to get those up so he could play with them whenever. But they're so big and I had so many other little toys here in the way. So I just grabbed this box and I'm just kind of trying to get all these toys out of my way so I can set these up, because they are absolutely massive. And you guys are going to notice throughout this video too that I tried so many different ways to kind of like set them up, and I had to like move things around because we just have so many toys down here. And I'm probably just going to have to go through at some point and purge even more, because it's ridiculous how many toys there are. I mean, when I had the daycare, yes, that made a lot of sense to have more toys. But now that I've got my son and then I've got another one on the way, it's just almost like spoiled brat status at this point. They have so many toys. So these things are so huge. And so you guys will see me a couple of times like move them around a little bit and try to figure out the best way to place all of these toys, because there's just so many. And especially like walking toys and like things that need to go against the wall, there's not that much room, and I want to make sure there's room to still walk around all these toys. Like our spare bedroom is down here too, so if I have guests come down here, I want them to be able to walk through this room without having to, you know, like they're stepping on landmines of toys. I want them to have a clear walking path. So you guys will see that I just kind of like move things around as needed. And these trains, I'm going to be so happy to not have to set these up all the time, because as you can see, it's a process. You have to read the instructions and they all have to go in a certain order, and it is just such a pain in the butt because they're so easy to dismantle as well. Like if you just like step on one the wrong way, it just comes apart. So I'll be happy not to have to set these up anytime that Holden wants to play with them.
If I could make
making you smile. I know I am what you need, and boy, you're just my type. Deep down, I know you want it. You wanna take a leap and jump in. Oh, we're gonna fall in love. You get me spinning, wouldn't it be awesome if you just kiss me slowly and had me in your arms?
So basically now at this point, I'm just trying to figure out the best placement for all the rest of these toys. And this is what I was talking about before, where you guys will see me just like not really knowing where to go or what to do next, because it was such an overwhelming task. But I'm so happy now that it's finished. You guys, like, oh my gosh, there was just so much to do. So what I wanted to do was, he has all these like little people toys, so I thought maybe it'd be a good idea to set those up. So I kind of wanted to set everything up on that little rug there, but you guys will see that later on I end up deciding that's not a good idea either because they just get like kicked around so much. So there was a lot of trial and error in this video, but in the end I think it worked out pretty good.
I've spent my days being ready to go. I have lived my life on the road. I always keep on moving on.
So this is the second time that I decided to move the trains. I thought maybe it would be a good idea if I moved them forward a little bit, because then I could have other toys lined up against the wall back there. So that was my second try. There's going to be 3 tries altogether. Like I said, complete trial and error, because after a while I decided that they ended up jutting out into the room too far. And like I said, if I have guests, I don't want them like having to worry about stepping over toys. I'd like them to have a clear pathway from coming downstairs to their bedroom and to the bathroom. So once I actually finished all this, I thought, nah, it's jutting out way too far. So I had to come up with another idea as well. It was just, this was such a task, you guys.
I'll be a long way from home to see the world of ours. I won't let anyone say I can go far. I always keep on moving on. But I know it won't last, even though I try. I stay true to myself through my whole life. I keep on moving, always keep on moving on. I left you behind to live my own life. I got up on an early Sunday morning to say goodbye. I left you behind. I left you behind. If you
So as you guys can see here, I just spent all this time making this lovely track with all these little people toys for Holden. And I had planned, I think I told you guys this earlier, I had planned to just leave this set out for him, but he came down and played with it one time and it was all totally destroyed. So this was just, like I've been saying this whole video, it was such a trial and error thing. And I've been used to setting up my basement in order like for a daycare. So to set it up like just for my kids to play with, it's really quite different. So I learned as I went, and after he came down and played with this and destroyed it in 5 minutes, I realized I'm not going to be able to leave this set up, and I had to just kind of put it away and just put it in a bucket on its own, and he can just set it up as he likes anytime that he wants to play with it.
Heaven knows I'm getting so much better every day. Yeah, baby, can't you see? It's easy as ABC. We will carry one another on this path, yeah. Even though my feet are barely finding solid ground, I'm getting much closer now. We'll find a way somehow. We prepare one another to the landfall until the landfall.
So basically at this point, what I'm doing is I'm just going through these boxes of toys that I collected earlier that I just needed to get out of my way. And I'm just going through, taking them and trying to find homes for them. So basically I'm putting like all the groceries with the kitchen, all that sort of thing, and just kind of sorting through everything and just trying to make some sense of all of this.
Fight, lonely in a crowd we abide, petrified, we could be unified. But heaven knows I'm getting so much better every day. Yeah, baby, can't you see? It's easy as ABC. We will carry one another on this path, yeah. Even though my feet are barely finding solid ground, I'm getting much closer now. We'll find a way somehow. We prepare one another to the landfall until the landfall.
So what I need to do next is I need to remove this table and chairs down here. I had it set up for the daycare kids like whenever we did crafts or painting and stuff like that, but obviously that's not going to be happening for a while. So I wanted to go ahead and remove this, and I'm going to be putting it into the garage.
Lying next to you, feeling something brand new. And I haven't seen you in years, but I know you. Oh, I really missed you. Before when I met you, I never saw. No, I never saw the way that you look now is all I know. Yeah, it's all I know. So forget about the past. You and I could be last.
So now at this point, I wanted to go through this shoe rack. I have shoe racks. I have shoes here, and then I have shoes in another area that you guys will see soon. But so many of these I haven't worn in years. Like heels, where am I wearing heels to? I don't work outside of the home anymore. Like I haven't worn them in probably 4 years. So it was just time to kind of let them go. I kept a few of my favorite pairs. Like the area that you guys are going to see next, I have like all in shoe boxes, and those kind of ones are like more high end and ones that I really liked. So I kept a couple of those, but for the most part, I'm not going to be wearing them again. I've never really loved wearing heels. They're really uncomfortable to me. So it was time to just let these go. And that was one of the things that I was doing when I was trying to do the KonMari method, is just like really looking at these things and thinking like, do I really love these? Do these really make me happy? And the ones that really did, I kept. I think I ended up keeping 4 pairs, and the rest, it was just time to say goodbye to.
Every star that I found in your eyes, and I haven't seen them in years, but I know them. Oh, I'm really drowning. Before when I met you, I never saw. No, I never saw the way that you look now is all I know. Yeah, it's all I know. So forget about the past. You and I could be lasting.
So now that I've got all the shoes off of here and I was able to fit them all onto that little shoe rack there, I wanted to use this area for things like puzzles, games, that sort of thing. So any sort of family board games or board games at all that we have are going to go here. All of Holden's coloring books and all that kind of thing are going to go here. And then I actually, you guys will see later on towards the end of the video, I was able to fit in his little desk into the bottom nook there. So in the very bottom of this shelf, that's where we had kept the cat litter for the longest time, but it's like right by the door there. So, I mean, obviously it's not the nicest thing to smell as soon as you walk into somebody's house, but I have a really, really lazy cat. And when we first moved into this house, we had to leave the litter box upstairs because she would not go downstairs to use the litter box because she's super lazy. The black one, she is super lazy. So slowly over the years, I've been moving it closer and closer to where we want. And where I want it is in that room right there that you guys can see is our laundry room. And there's a little cat door in there because that is where the laundry room is. That's where the litter box is supposed to go. So I'm trying to slowly move it closer and closer to there over the years. So it had been where it is for a while now, so I figured it was time to move it. So I moved it closer to the treadmill and I was able to stack more toys in that little closet. And as you guys can see, this is the very last time that I am moving this trains. So I was able to get it out of the way a little bit and still have room for him to play. I did lose the wall space around, like 4 toys to lean up against, but I mean, it was kind of worth it because it was just jutting way too far out into that room and it was like a maze trying to get around it.
Make me blind. You will always be there. There's no doubt in my mind. You will always be there. Heading out to see ya and leave the rest behind. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be there. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be the one to hold me. You will always be the one who knows me. You will always be, come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you. Yeah, I know, you will always be the. Yeah, I know, you will always be the. Yeah, I know, you will always be. Come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you. Yeah, I know, you will always be the. You're the one that I need. Yeah, you make me feel like there's no air left to breathe. Yeah, you make me feel like I can run on water. I'm picking up the speed. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be there. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be the one to hold me. You will always be the one who knows me. You will always be, come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you. Yeah, I know, you will always be the. Yeah, I know, you will always be the. Yeah, I know, you will always be. Come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you.
Okay guys, how are you doing? Are you still with me? I told you this was going to be a really long video. If you are still here, oh my goodness, I appreciate you so much. But I really hope that I've been able to motivate you a ton with this video. And you know, the biggest thing that I can take away to tell you guys is that if you have a huge project like this, I know that it can get overwhelming. I was overwhelmed several times doing this, but I took my time. As you guys can see, I've had 3 outfit changes. This took me 3 days to get how I wanted it, and because I was just not happy with it. So I just kept going back and like redoing parts, and that's okay. Just take your time and just start with like one aspect of it and move on to the next, which is what I did. I started out just sorting through baby clothes, and then once I was done that task, I picked the next thing to go through. So that is my best advice to you, and eventually you will get it. And even if you have to bounce around like I did, like 1 second I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. Whatever works, just find something that works for you and just make it happen, because I understand it's tough. It's tough to stay motivated when you have a huge task like this, and it can feel very overwhelming, but you can do this. I know you can. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to remove, like this, I had all of the coloring books and crayons and everything in here. This is kind of the art supply drawer. But what I'm going to be doing is, you guys will see a video from me in the coming weeks where I'm completely cleaning out the office, and I have all of my nail stuff because I used to be a nail tech, and I have all that stuff. So that stuff is going to end up going in here. And I have just like tax documents and stuff that are going to go in here as well. So I'm cleaning out everything, putting garbage away, and I put my tax documents in there. And then another day I will go ahead and put in all my nail stuff as well. So this corner is going to be where my boyfriend's desk goes. Like I said, I had to make some room in order for us to move our desks out of the office, which is kind of sad. I'm kind of sad we're not going to have an office anymore, because I really enjoyed having an office upstairs, but obviously with the new baby we need a room for them. So we are going to be moving our desks down here. So my boyfriend's is going to be going in that corner, and mine is going to be going into the spare bedroom.
I'm feeling down, I don't know why. What an alibi. But I'm glad you're here. Oh, 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 oh. I don't ask for much, no, I don't need that much, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Though I want your touch. Baby, I so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy, but baby, I so high, stay. We don't need to go that fast. I need this night to last. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Baby, I so high, stay. I don't mind a little crazy, but baby, I so high, stay. We don't need to go that fast. I need this night to last. Baby, I so high, stay.
Guys, so we are now nearing the end of the video. So I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have made it this far, like I said, I truly appreciate you. And yeah, if you are coming over to my channel from Natasha's channel, I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. And if you are one of my subscribers, please go over and visit her and tell her that I sent you. And in any case, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope I was able to give you some motivation, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.